Mr. Trudeau is being held in office by one man, Jagmeet Singh. A fifth of Liberal MPs have written a letter for him to resign. His deputy prime minister has walked out on him. His housing minister has quit. That on top of numerous other female ministers who stormed out after his appalling mistreatment and abuse and dishonesty towards them. 80% of Canadians have lost confidence in this prime minister. So why is Jagmeet Singh making the entire country wait for him to get his pension? That is the question today.
I want to talk about Canada and what the hell's going on over there. So it seems like Justin Trudeau is hanging by a thread in maintaining his position as prime minister. And, you know, many people are fleeing Canada, essentially. Not many people, but many prominent people, right? Because, you know how the celebrities like to play into the game. Oh, look, the I forgot her name again. The lady that moved to London with her wife. And then her London property got flooded. I forgot her name. But all these Hollywood celebrities talking about, I'm moving out of America because it's going to be a totalitarian hellhole. And that's news. Jordan Peterson says he's fleeing the totalitarian hellhole Canada. The government in Canada at the federal level is incompetent beyond belief. And you saw from the intro, there's some validity to what Jordan Peterson is saying here. There are a number of celebrities claiming that they'll move to Canada if Trump was president, but now there's one Canadian who's doing the opposite. World-famous psychologist Jordan Peterson has said that Canada is turning into a totalitarian hellhole, and you saw from the stats that Poilievre, I believe that's how you say his name, the conservative leader in the Canada's parliament, he stated that he don't even have majority support. Right? Here's where I got it. Look, he doesn't even have a majority support. The report comes after Canada's finance minister, Chrystia Freeland, suddenly announced that she was quitting. Imagine that. And I think that's the same lady that froze Canadians' bank accounts, if I remember correctly. I don't have the clip, but I do have the clip of Poilievre speaking about her walking out on Justin Trudeau. Let's take a look.
Mr. Speaker, just to underline the chaos we're faced with here, the finance minister resigned the day she was to present the fall budget, which was going to contain a massive deficit overrun. The job then went automatically to the industry minister, who immediately resigned, like on the spot, which then went down the line, and the next person in order was the famous two Randys. And they're not available to do the job either. We're now less than 2 hours away from the fall economic update. Why won't the Prime Minister have the courage to come in here, present it himself, and put it for a confidence vote tonight?
Yeah, I wonder this is why Trudeau was so concerned about Trump's tariffs, because he probably don't have the budget for it. And this is something that I noticed, like the more hard left the party is, the more that's bad with money they are. And they're so bad at resource allocation. They're not efficient with people's resources, yet they want people to trust them with their resources, right? And I think I made a video long ago when it came about climate change and how Justin Trudeau was so passionate in defending climate change and the money that went towards it. And Poilievre just made a simple question. He's like, yo, they spending all this money on climate change and it still don't even do the outcomes that the money was said to do. It doesn't even fix the problem. The same way with homelessness. You spend $24 billion on homelessness. You want us to allocate money for homelessness, but even if we do allocate the money for homelessness, you can't fix it. So what's the point? It might as well be zero. You're getting worse outcomes while we're allocating money for it. And it's the same argument for climate change. And just Trudeau, I remember he argued passionately for a budget and climate change. We need to save this and save this. Poilievre's like, all that money you're spending, it could go towards our people, making a better infrastructure for our people. People are still paying a high cost. People can't even pay their groceries, but you want to worry about some issue that's like a first world problem. Everyone started cheering. Yo, this is not looking so well. And I think the Trump visit actually hurt Trudeau because this guy, I think he's one of the holdouts. I think he's the only holdout of me at the time of me making this video, from my understanding, I still have some like knowledge there's some gaps. I don't live in Canada. I don't know much about their Canadian politics, but I do know is that many presenters of bad ideas tend to come from people on the left in any country, in my opinion. But I digress. Let's hear him out and what is possibly he'll need, what nudge he'll need to turn against Trudeau and force Trudeau to lose his position as prime minister. Let's take a look.
People are having a very hard time paying for groceries. Young people can't find affordable housing. And beyond that, we have the threat of Trump's tariffs. And that's putting hundreds of thousands of jobs in Canada in danger. And instead of dealing with issues that are important for Canadians, the Prime Minister is dealing with fighting in his own party. It's clear that the Prime Minister cannot continue. Will he resign today, yes or no?
Mr. Speaker, the NDP leader is absolutely right. This cannot continue. This Prime Minister cannot go on like this. Housing costs have doubled. Food bank use has doubled. The debt has doubled. Gun crime has doubled. And now we face troubling tariff threats from a president who can see weakness coming from a mile away. The Prime Minister must leave this job. But there's only one person who can remove him, and that's the leader of the NDP. Yes. Will he put the country ahead of his pension?
And it's so funny how, like, this guy, he's talking about, oh, I'm a feminist. I remember him saying that after, Trump won, he said, yeah, we respect women, we validate women. This is Justin Trudeau, by the way. Bunch of word salad. And I find it ironic how all these women that's under him are just leaving. They're just bailing on the guy, just quitting on the guy. I find it interesting. I find it very interesting. But he's the feminist. He's the big, oh, I'm a feminist. Oh. What that's gonna do? Fluff. That's just fluff. But look at the outcomes. Hey, Canada, man, y'all might actually become the 51st state of the United States. This is a joke. This is a joke, guys. I don't really mean that, but things are not looking good for Trudeau, right? This is the weakness that they're talking about. He trolls Governor Trudeau and the great state of Canada, right? I think this is what people were talking about. Oh, you're getting sunned by Trump. Trump smells weakness. Even what's his name, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary. He was saying, why is Trump even talking to Trudeau? You should be talking to Pelleyev because he seemed like he's going to be the incoming prime minister. Trudeau's losing power, and based on the clips I show you, strong sign it could be the case. Hey, maybe by the end of today, maybe, who knows, maybe by the end of the week, Trudeau might resign. Hey, maybe before 2025, Trudeau ain't prime minister no more. Who knows? If you're Canadian, let me know in the comment section what you're thinking about this whole situation and how this has been brewing for years. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd be interested to hear. You lost Jordan Peterson, right? I mean, they froze truckers' bank accounts because they protested against the COVID, and they seem to be right on COVID. Canada's been called a totalitarian hellhole. Do you agree with that statement? Not? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.